What is up, YouTube? Another video. Not one I want to make, but I gotta make. So I went and rode Osceola the other day and I blew another belt. So I blew the one at Hogwaller, which if y'all watched the last video, then you've seen. And then I replaced it with a Gates red line belt, I think it was, because my buddy had it. But I didn't break this belt in properly. I literally put it on and then I just ripped and ripped and ripped and ripped. And then when we went to Osceola, I did the same thing. So that belt had absolutely no break-in period. Still, for me, I feel like it should have lasted longer than it did, even though I did do that, because the other one lasted 600 miles of abuse. And I mean, I'm not saying I broke that one in either. I mean, it wasn't as rough as what it was on that one I just put on. But either way, this is going to be like an install video. I got an OEM belt from Can-Am. So we're going to slap this back on and show you how to do it. So I'm going to show y'all the bolts and everything you have to take off, and then I'm going to get to it. It's still dirty, but I'm going to do like a time lapse so y'all aren't, watching me do every bolt. So this bolt here has to come off, and then below this, where the floorboard attaches, there's a bolt there, and there's one there. Those both have to come off. And then back here, there's one right there in that spot, and then the same thing, there's another one there and another one there. Once you do that, then you have these here, that one, and I want to say there's 4 total. 1, 2, there's one up under there. You can't see it, there it is. There's 4 there. You pop those off and then the floorboard comes off, and then I'll show y'all what's next after I get those off. So one more thing, there's one more bolt that I didn't talk about right there. It's a 10 millimeter. You got to pull it off too, or the floorboard's not gonna come off. And so this one is a T30, this little one, sorry, that one. And then these below are both T20s, and the same on the backside. So and then these are all 10 millimeter, these 4. I got it kind of cleaned up a little bit, but let me get into it. All right, so I got all the bolts out for the floorboard. One last thing is you got these little pull pins. I bought these things off Amazon, really cheap, like probably 10 bucks or something, and so much better for these little things than like a regular screwdriver or a pair of pliers or whatever. You just put it in there, pop it out, and there it goes, flying all over the place. So that's loose, and now we have one. No, there's not one in the back, so this should come right out. I can get it loose. Floorboard's off. I should have cleaned this thing first. All right, now all that's left to do is you got to get this belt box cover off. And I think I forgot, but I'm gonna have to take this side plastic off. And all it has is I've already got that one off there, and a bird's nest up here. And there's another pull pin right there, and there's one more back there. So I'm gonna pull those off, and then we'll be able to get to that cover, get all those bolts out of there, have it off. All right, now I got the floorboard off, I got the side plastic off, and now all that's left to do is to take a 8mm, or where's it at? I want to say it's the T30. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the T30. But the 8mm, run it on all of these. I think there's 13 of them all the way around. And then the belt box cover will come off. All right, so let's see what we got here. I got all the bolts out. Pull the cover off. A little bit of moisture there. And there she is. All destroyed. Again. But I'm not gonna show you all this, but yeah, that's what a broke belt looks like. All right, so next thing is you gotta have, and this is crucial, you have to have one of these. This is, well, not necessarily this, but this is just a screw from like Home Depot or something. I wish it wasn't Phillips head, because it'll strip out easier, or at least that'll all get threaded out. But if you can get one with like a hex head, you know, you could put a 10mm on or whatever. But you screw this in, and basically it brings this clutch out, so where you can get that on. So I'm gonna do that now. Yeah, that's exactly why I said I didn't want, it's better to not have a Phillips, because look, it already wallered that out. I don't know, I don't think it's far enough to slip the new one on. It might be, I mean, I'm still gonna try, but other than that, I'm gonna have to go get another bolt. I know I can get this off because I can start cutting it, but obviously I ain't cutting the new one. But yeah, if you get one, and I'll figure out the exact thread size, but yeah, don't get a Phillips. I've never done this before. One of my buddies told me he wets clutches all the time, so I'm sure if someone disagrees, they'll say something in the comments how much of an idiot I am, and you know, social media type stuff that no one will say to your face. But anyways, yeah, so I sprayed this on McGuire's chrome cleaner. I use this stuff for anything shiny, really. Let it sit for a minute, and I'll show y'all what it looks like when it's done. Guys, so I got it cleaned up. When you're putting the belt on, and this actually did work, it's gonna be fun to get off, but you got to put it on this side first, and then you run it over. So, and then it should just flip right on there, just like that. And there she goes. And then we're just gonna take that back out and reassemble everything. I mean, there's not really much else to show you. I showed y'all how to take everything apart. That's how you put the belt on. Just put it all back together and it's ready to roll. I might have just found something. This piece here just broke off. I wonder if that's enough to get in there and hit the belt. It's kind of dark, but my garage makes a weird noise, so I just killed the power. So I showed y'all in one of the last videos my belt box was broke. So I bought a new one. And here it is. You can like change the colors on it. The install, it wasn't hard, but I kind of prefer the factory bolts that it had because it also has a hex head on there. These are just that little bit that fits in there. So if you don't have one of those and you break, like while you're out somewhere, you're kind of screwed. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. I got to figure out how to get my floorboards and everything back on because it looks like it's going to be tight right here. But we'll see. That's probably going to be it for this video, but I just wanted to show you. This thing looks sweet. And you can change like all the colors for it. The name brand is Big Boys Custom. He like had it made and shipped within like 2 days. So I definitely would recommend the company. We'll see how it holds up. And yeah, that's it. Hope y'all like it.